The 1992 Dream Team, the 2008 Redeem Team, the 2016 Rio Gold Medal Team, the 2024 Avengers Team. Team USA has had some historic and phenomenal teams with great talent. However, the team that does not get talked about enough and is often overshadowed by the Redeem Team is the 2012 London Gold Medal Team USA. I don't think we realized back in 2012 just how deep and talented this roster was. Downright stacked. Team USA ran through the 2012 Olympic field, going 8-0, bringing home their second straight gold medal. Now let's take a look at this roster. You had a starting five made up of Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Tyson Chandler. Coming off the bench were guys like Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, Andre Iguodala, Kevin Love, Deron Williams, a young Blake Griffin about to hit his prime, James Harden right before he got moved to Houston, and a 19-year-old Anthony Davis who hasn't even played a single minute of NBA basketball. This group led by arguably the best college basketball coach of all time, Mike Krzyzewski. In the 8 games that Team USA played in, they won by an average of 32 points. That's right, 32 points. I remember this team so well. It's the first Olympic team I remember watching and feeling really invested in. I had watched a little bit of the NBA at this point, but I wouldn't say that I was a fan. I knew of guys like LeBron and Kobe Bryant, but this was the first time I really saw Kevin Durant in action, averaging 19.5 points per game, showing off his MVP form. Look, this wasn't a coming out party for Durant by any means, as he was already a multiple-time All-Star and had recently made the NBA Finals, but this was the first time I got to see his ability for myself. When you ask others what they remember most about the 2012 Team USA, most would say the famous clip of LeBron James dunking in front of President Obama that they saw on TikTok or Instagram. And yeah, LeBron was great in these Olympic Games, he certainly had his highlights, but honestly, there was so much star power that he didn't have to carry the load like he'd end up having to do in Cleveland. This was like his Miami Heat squad on steroids. And I know what you're thinking. MacArthur, the 2012 Olympic team was small. They had no interior presence. And this would be correct, with Tyson Chandler being the only true 5. But this actually played to Team USA's advantage, with the ability to switch guards, wearing teams down with their speed and ability to shoot from pretty much anywhere. The only time this gave them any trouble was in the gold medal game against Spain. In this matchup, Spain was able to keep up with the US's perimeter attack with Rudy Fernandez, as well as being able to body down low with Pau and Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka cleaning up the glass. This game was tight, with the US getting out to an 8-point lead in the first quarter, but in the second, Spain would cut the lead down to 1. After an even third quarter, the US would end up playing well down the stretch to beat Spain by 7 to win their second consecutive gold medal. Do I think that the 2012 Team USA squad would beat the Dream Team? Absolutely not. Not even a comparison. Do I think that they'd beat the 2008 Redeem Team? Probably not, but I think it'd be close, with some advantages definitely going towards 2012. This group is honestly very nostalgic for me. That's the reason I praise it so much. As I mentioned earlier, this was the first Olympic team I watched, and at this point, I was 6 years old. I was really starting to take an interest in particularly college basketball, so I knew who Anthony Davis was. But this team was fun overall. They played with heart, and it seemed like no one hung with them. It was domination in London at its finest. I miss these days, when the US dominated everyone in their path, with there only being 1 or 2 teams that even came within 20 points, and everybody else was playing catch-up. Don't get me wrong, I love the talent around these international teams now. It's unlike anything we've ever seen. But this team holds such a special place in my heart, and I'm hoping that maybe one day they'll get the respect and credit that they deserve.